Hello and welcome to another video. Today I have this Grownsy baby bottle washer. So this is a complete bottle washer that also sterilizes and dries your bottles and keeps them dry until you're ready to use them. So comes with these two packs of tabs. So there's 30 tabs in each, so you're good for 2 months. They can fit up to 7 bottles in here, and then there's a tall compartment on top to put bottle parts, pump parts, things like that. So let's go ahead and see what's inside. So also comes with a user manual. In the back, this is where the power goes, and then there is a hose that drains the water, so you don't have to take a tank out of there, dirty water tank or anything like that. It drains directly into the sink. So it is different than like a baby Breeza bottle washer, which has a dirty water tank. So let's go ahead and turn that around, and then we're going to run the hose to the sink, and there's suction caps. So you're just going to use the suction caps to like stick it to the sink and to the counter so it's not moving around. So I have the hose running behind the soaps and stuff like that and into the sink like that, and so it just drains the water down into the sink. To add the water, there's a tank in the back right here. So you just take the cap off and add the water. So we're going to do that. You just turn on the water hose and add the water. You can actually take the tank out. If you don't have a hose that is removable like this, you can actually just take the tank out and put water and put the tank back in. On the top here, there's a max and min line, which is about quarter of an inch apart from each other. So essentially you just want to fill it to the minimum. There's not much room all the way to the top, so just fill it to the minimum, and then you should be good for a full wash. I'm going to open this up, put a new tab in there. So every wash you want to drop a new detergent tab inside, and that's super easy. You literally just throw it in there and it just goes to the bottom, and as it rinses it's gonna get that detergent everywhere. I'm just going to store this detergent behind my machine so it's out of sight. Okay, let me show you inside. This top rack here, if you have short bottles, can go in like this as well, but you can store more stuff if you have taller bottles by putting it up here, and then you can see that there's still plenty of room on top of that. So you have 4 inches of room on top, so you have plenty of room to actually put stuff on top here as well. Inside you have these bottle holders that are removable, and there's these other part holders that you can remove as well. You can leave them in or remove them. I have a toddler as well that has bigger bottles, so I'm going to remove a few of them. So there you go. All you have to do is press that clip and pull, and these corner ones, all you have to do is pull and they come off, and just store them for later use. So I'm going to take a few of these off so I can store the bigger bottles, and then leave these snaps on for the smaller bottles as well. So the corner ones, I'm going to take them all out. If you take all of these corner ones out, you can put 7 bottles in total. If you leave the corner pieces on, you can store essentially 4 bottles. So like you see these, you want to put the bottle on there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 bottles, and then parts on the corners. So if you remove all of these corner things, then you can put bottles on the corners as well, and that'll be like total 7 bottles or pump parts or whatever you want to put in there. So let's go ahead and pack it and see what we can do. All right, we're going to start off with these small baby bottles. These essentially 4 ounce where the baby's really young. So you can see that there's the holder that's going to keep it in place. You actually don't need the holder. It's stable enough to hold it in place even without the holder. So let me remove this or put it in a spot where there's no holder, and you can see it stays by itself. So these holders, and if you have a wider bottle, they'll kind of snap and hold the bottle in place. If you want like maximum room, you can remove the holders. Right now it's not getting in the way, so I'll just leave it. So we're gonna put some of these. I have a toddler with bigger bottles. I kind of want to show you that those fit in there too. So you can see how in the corner I'm still able to fit a bigger bottle, and we'll put these on top as well. So this is my toddler's bottle, and so it's obviously, you can see the size difference, massive difference there, but you can throw that in the corner. I'm going to keep loading until I can fit all the bottles in here. So I have 5, 6 bottles so far, and then we can put a 7th and an 8th. So you can see you can fit a lot more bottles depending on the size. If I have a bigger one of these, probably only maybe one more, so then 7. So yeah, definitely a lot of space. These corner pieces can be used to kind of throw in your vents. So you can see how I'm putting one of those vents there, or you can kind of just throw them on there like this as well, just face down. There are plenty of little tabs and nooks that you can throw them on. So I'm just going to do that. So all these spaces I'm just going to fill in with my vents. Let's go ahead and do that here. So I have a bunch of these. And then we still have a ton of these caps and stuff like that because the baby bottle parts are complex. I'm going to throw those in there. You can fill in every nook and cranny of the bottom here. So, okay, we have that much in there so far. Still have space. We can go ahead and throw this upside down. I'm going to go ahead and put the toddler bottle and the cap. Actually, the cap can go in here, so I'm going to just throw it in there. And then we have all of these nipples. I have tons of these nipples because I'm opening up a new bottle set, so we're going to throw those in there. All right, so this is 6 bottles and lots of caps and things like that. We've got it all in there. We're going to cover it up and turn it on for the first time. We have our soap in there. We have our water tank filled. Let's go ahead and turn it on. So you can do a fast wash, or you can do a standard wash with sterilization and drying and storage. If you do a fast one, you can save 10 minutes. If you're not sterilizing or not drying, it's only 20 minutes. Standard wash without sterilizing or drying is 30 minutes. So we can do standard wash with sterilization and drying and storage. Let's go ahead and turn it on. You can see the pump is pulling in some water. Here's the noise level directly from the iPhone microphone, so you can see how, if you're standing right next to it, what it'll sound like. Okay, so the wash is done. Is now blowing hot air to dry it, and it feels quite warm up here. So as soon as you take off the top, it kind of shuts off. So you can hear the fan turning off. So this is what it looks like. Of course, it's still got a lot of drying to do. There's no pooled water on top. I can see the bottom, and there's no water on the bottom. It's kind of hard for the camera to catch due to the steam. And then when you put this back on, let's see if it turns on by itself. I think I have to press. Oh, yeah, you don't have to press anything. It just turns on by itself. Okay, it appears that it's done sterilizing, and it's just drying for storage now. So you can see pretty much almost no water, just a few drops left. And same thing on the bottles below. Let's have a look. It's not done drying yet, but it's done sterilizing. It doesn't seem like there's much water on the bottles at all, just on these parts on top. And we put it back on. It continues doing the thing by itself. You don't have to press play or anything like that. So we'll check back in 40 minutes.